The second annual Justice for George exhibition is about 2020. This is about making sure that people don't forget and that George Floyd's memory and legacy is not forgotten in the public eye or in the eyes and hearts of our community. This exhibition is a compilation of murals that were collected during the Minneapolis uprising in 2020 in the wake of his death that were on businesses and storefronts all around Minneapolis and St. Paul area. Each branching out of these triangular structures represents a different neighborhood that the uprising took place in. So you have Uptown, St. Paul, Seward area, and Northeast, 4 different distinct neighborhoods where we collected murals. The murals that you see here today are not just pieces of art. These are messages that people created when they were filtering and experiencing and processing complex emotions during the uprising. So you have anger, you have hope, you have grief, you have sadness, you have solidarity. All of these emotions belong to human people who created them. These emotions are not about violence or wanting payback. They're about wanting accountability. They're about wanting change. The messages that you see here are from people who are scared, people who have fear, people who want to live in a world where they feel safe.
So I think art can open up gateway for conversation. It brings different kind of people together and bring different kind of conversation, different perspective. And us as Free in Color, we're trying to accomplish a mission, and we're trying to give people a free space where they can freely express themselves and freely be able to talk about whatever they talk about. Heart heals. Heart is a way to heal, and I think we can use that as a source to kind of solve and tackle kind of the problems that we have going in our community, like violence, for example. We have the youth. This is a way for them to express themselves. This is a way for them to say the things that they want to say, where they might not normally be able to do, where they might not be able to say. So as Free in Color art, that's what we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to provide a space for the youth especially to express themselves any way they can. Whether it's drawing, painting, writing, filming, just any way they can express themselves.
Come join my family and march toward equality. Hey, the day gonna come when I won't march no more. That's right, the day gonna come when I won't march no more. And while my sister ain't equal, and my pastor, lead a hand, lend a hand, lend a hand, lend a hand. Thank you so much. Hand in hand with my family, we will fill these streets. Maybe tomorrow, when the people are free, maybe tomorrow we can have some equality. Maybe tomorrow, yeah, I can truly breathe. Until then, my voice will fill the streets. Let the people be free. Hey, hey, the day gonna come when I won't march no more. That's right, the day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister ain't equal and my brother can't breathe, hand in hand with my family, we will fill these streets. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister ain't equal and my brother can't breathe, hand in hand with my family, we will fill these streets. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. Too many, the day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister ain't equal and my brother can't breathe, hand in hand with my family, we will fill these streets. The day gonna come when I never again, let it ever happen again. When I won't march no more. But while my sister ain't equal and my brother can't breathe, hand in hand with my family, we will fill these streets. They gonna come when I won't march no more. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister ain't equal, and my brother can breathe, hand in hand with my family, we will fill these streets. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister ain't equal, and my brother can breathe, we will fill these streets. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. I said the day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister ain't equal and my brother can breathe, hand in hand with my family, we will fill these streets. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister ain't equal and my brother can breathe, hand in hand with my family, we will fill these streets. The day gonna come when I won't march no more. That's right, the day gonna come when I won't march no more. But while my sister ain't equal and my brother can't breathe, hand in hand with my family, we will fill these streets. The day gonna come when the day gonna come when I won't march no more. My sister ain't equal.
Together, we will fill these streets. I feel like this is a time for us to come together as family and as community. Minus all the cameras, minus all of the pictures, we are here to remember the life, the legacy of a family member. We are here today, our feet are planted today in this space as we commit every year to remember. You see, because they want us to forget. They want us to move on. They want us to let it go. But we say, my sister still ain't equal, and my brother still can't breathe.
Yeah.
Together we will continue to fill these streets. Yes?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because Black Lives Matter. Yes?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
I don't believe it. We marched all the way from down here. We have marched. You know, we're not just marching for show. You know there are ancestors, there are people that marched non-stop so that we could stand in this space today. While some people say that this is a time to grieve, and we can certainly grieve, I'm here to shout. I'm here to remember that George Floyd's legacy continues to live on. We will continue to march and continue to fight because the need is still great.
That's right.
No peace. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
George
Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd.
Anyone need to go?
Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets.
And I see it went from anger to people really wanting justice and wanting to be equal. And I appreciate that. I love y'all. I always love y'all, man. This is where it started. This is where it started. You know, they doing stuff all around. They doing stuff in New York right now. Yeah, you have to FaceTime. The headquarters, I dig it. They had to FaceTime me from New York, man, because I said, listen, I'm up in New York, but I had to come down here and show love. I had to show love, because this is where it's at. This is where it's at. Now I'm going to say something, I want y'all to think about it. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Does it matter to you?
Yes.
Does it really matter to you?
Up. You can't buck the system.
Why not?
To be a flame, you have to be lit. And to show love, you have to crave love. You can't buck the system.
Why not?
I want to be a part of a village that humbles me, that redirects me, supports me through the beauty and ugly, that doesn't disclaim me, that always respects my mind, my goals, and my visions. I'm a part of a village that stands beside me. And anyone in my people way get rolled over unapologetically, yes. I point the finger at excuses when it comes to becoming better, because bucking the system means changing the system. And ain't nobody gonna tell me we can't do that. You can't buck the system. I've been here before, searching my body for answers I don't have. People want me to feel bad because I'm always screaming I love black people. These same people want to be inclusive, but be silent when it comes to anti-blackism, and I'm over it. If you don't understand nigology, and you don't respect black people, if you content with corruption slithering through our justice systems, then you must go. I want to be part of a village that peep ops and call ops ops. They peep opposition. They know an opportunist. They temperature check on a regular. We welcome it, but we still stay protected. We love black folks. That is a requirement. I don't have no hidden agendas. Anywhere I go, I speak, so I spoke. I don't build and hold conversations with people for cameras. The cameras follow the conversations. The love I show is genuine. You can't buck the system. I made space and energy for people who ain't even deserve my alliteration. Now I go where I'm celebrated. Through all my dangerous moments, I stand here breathing. It's my right today. And every day of my life, it's my right, my obligation, my objective to never forget that so many people's breath was sacrificed, life stolen before the public, lynchings. And yet, the ones making excuses for killing is the ones fearing for their life. But every time I see a police, I get angry. I start panicking, or I'm instantly irritated, on my toes. That's clearly a form of PTSD. Bucking the system means standing for something and living longer. Bucking the system means keeping your head on a swivel. Bucking the system means behind your livelihood and our kids' future, your hand on the trigger. How did we get here? Brutality, consistent execution, mistreatment. It takes black death and riots for us to be heard. It takes mimicking this lack of humanity just to survive. It takes dead babies in the streets depending on the police to protect the same children. They'll make a casualty. It takes, you can't buck the system.
Why not?
You can't buck the system.
Why not?
A mistake they claim after killing a woman's son. A mistake they say after murdering someone's child. I can't help but notice that these mistakes are scarce when it comes to white folks. A lady said George Floyd can breathe now. I never met him. So all the people constantly being murdered, can't none of them breathe now. So we must speak now. We must build now. We must grow now. We must say enough is enough. We must draw a line. My youth gonna shoot hoops, be entrepreneurs. My youth gonna be scholars, major food producers. My youth gonna stand for something. Ain't a cop or an op gonna stand in their way. If you believe in God, you better know that there is always a judgment day. My people lead with love. Long live Uncle Buck. You can't buck the system.
Why not?
I feel like